Have you ever wondered how a ship so massive and built with advanced safety systems simply disappeared into the ocean? The world believed the RMS Titanic was a floating giant, one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements, and nearly unsinkable. So then, how did the ship sink so horribly, splitting apart in the freezing darkness and taking more than 1,500 lives with it? In 1912, the world witnessed one of the greatest engineering marvels ever built, the legendary RMS Titanic. At nearly 269 meters long, and packed with luxury never seen before, Titanic was called a floating palace. It had grand staircases, swimming pools, electric elevators, luxury dining halls, and advanced safety features for its time. It was the largest passenger ship on Earth, and a symbol of human ambition. People believed something unbelievable about Titanic. They thought it could never sink. Why? Because Titanic had 16 watertight compartments designed to keep the ship afloat even if several sections flooded. Newspapers and passengers proudly believed it was nearly unsinkable. But just 4 days into its first voyage, something terrifying happened. On the freezing night of April 14, 1912, in the icy waters of the North Atlantic Ocean, Titanic received multiple iceberg warnings. Yet the ship kept moving at high speed. Then, at 11:40 p.m., lookouts suddenly spotted something massive in the darkness. An iceberg. The crew immediately tried to turn the ship, but it was too late. Instead of a giant crash, the iceberg scraped along Titanic's side, tearing openings beneath the waterline across multiple compartments. At first, many passengers didn't panic. The ship looked perfectly fine. But below deck, freezing Atlantic water rushed inside faster and faster. Then came the horrifying realization. Titanic was doomed. The ship's designers had planned for flooding in a few compartments, but 6 compartments had been breached. Water began spilling from one section into another like a chain reaction. And suddenly, the unsinkable ship began slowly sinking. Panic spread across the decks as people realized the ship might not survive the night. Then came another shocking problem. Titanic carried lifeboats for only around half the people on board. As freezing temperatures dropped and fear spread, chaos erupted. Women and children were boarded first into lifeboats. But in one of the greatest tragedies of the night, some lifeboats left half empty, while hundreds remained trapped on board. Then came the final terrifying moments. At around 2:20 a.m., after more than 2 hours in the freezing Atlantic, Titanic broke apart and disappeared beneath the ocean. The icy water became deadly. Most people thrown into the sea survived only minutes before hypothermia took over. Out of around 2,224 people on board, more than 1,500 lost their lives. Only about 700 survived, rescued mainly by lifeboats and later by the passenger ship RMS Carpathia. The disaster shocked the world, and the ship, once called Unsinkable, became history's most famous warning.